Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing Russ Selfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Good morning, everybody. Russ here live on location in Corvallis, Oregon this morning. Super excited about Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. This is the 201st episode of Marketing with Russ today, and I'm so excited. And I'm glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here. I have a great guest today, and Aaron Golub is going to be with me soon, and we're going to talk all about the amazing things that he is doing. But first, I just want to remind you who I am. I am Russ Hedge. I am your marketing coach. I am a keynote speaker. I am here to inspire and encourage you to live your best life now. I want to make you a world changer, a difference maker. I want you to do the amazing things that God has created you to do. And that's why I'm here, is to inspire and encourage you. Within all of that, we talk about connection, and we talk to amazing people that connect. And these amazing people, some of them are people like Aaron that's going to be on with us today, connectors in all different areas of life, all different businesses. And I just am blessed with so many wonderful people that are able to come on and share their expertise, share their life, share all that is going on with them and how they connect with people in their field. And so thank you for being with us today. It's going to be a great day. Super excited. So first of all, I just wanted to remind you that the best way to connect with me, and I love to connect, is russhedge.com. That's russhedge.com. I might even be quick enough to throw that up on the screen here. And if you have any questions or want to connect with me on social media or anything, please do that, because I love to connect with people. I just love the opportunity to get to know you, learn about you, and all that you're up to. So russhedge.com is where to find out everything about me and to connect. And, you know, today I want to tell you, normally I have a little sponsor video up front, and I'm just going to tell you about the amazing sponsors we have today, because they are incredible. The Aging Better Network. You can connect with Christine Smith. There's the LinkedIn. It's also going to be scrolling across the bottom of the screen during the show. The Aging Better Network. So many great things are going on there. She's got a live stream. She's got great things going. So I want to thank her for her sponsorship today, and also for the Alzheimer's Association. You can donate or get any information when you go to alz.org. That's alz.org. And so both of those connection links are there for you to connect to. There's more information in the show notes, and more information will magically appear in the comments. But just want to thank them. We couldn't do this show without the support of great people like that. And I want to support them, you know, because aging is a process we're all going to go through. So you get in touch with Christine and the Aging Better Network. And then when you need it for you or a family member, alz.org and the Alzheimer's Association is there. It's a great, great organization, and you should definitely be involved. So thanks again for being here today, and thank you to them for their support. And I think with that, we're just going to call it good and bring Aaron in, because I'm excited to have him here today. And he is just back there waiting. I can see him chomping at the bit. Here he comes. Hello, Aaron.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
Good, good. Hey, I am so thankful that you were able to join us today and spend time with us. You know, you and I had a great chat just a while back. And what a great young man and all the amazing things you're doing. So why don't you just start off by giving everybody a little snapshot of who Aaron is and what you're up to?
Yeah, so my name's Aaron Golub. I became the first legally blind Division I athlete to play in a game when I played football at Tulane University. Was named a team captain, went on to become an NFL free agent, and now I'm an entrepreneur and a speaker.
Yeah, well, that was very quick. And what is amazing, I want you to dive a little more into your story, because when you and I, Aaron, were talking, I was amazed at what you were able to do. You got to tell everybody what you overcame to be able to do that, to be able to play college football, to be able to be an NFL free agent, or to be on that stage to even begin that process. Tell us a little more about your story.
Yeah, so I was born legally blind with no vision in my right eye, very limited in my left. I started playing football in 7th grade and, wasn't very good, wasn't very athletic, wasn't, the best player by any means, but, wanted to be a part of the team, wanted to be a part of that collaboration. So started playing offense and defensive lineman, realized after a few years that I was a 3rd string, junior varsity player at, sophomore year of high school. And I was sick and tired of it. So I found long snapping and realized that if I got good enough at this niche, this unique position, then I might have an opportunity. And from then on out, it was, I need to work 10 times harder than everyone else just to be as good as them. And so that's what I'm going to do to get better, to earn a spot on varsity, to play in college, to play at the highest level possible by pushing myself harder and further than everyone else.
Well, it's amazing because so many of us don't have anywhere close to the obstacles you had to overcome. And, whether it is in life or business, whatever we're doing, it's amazing what you can accomplish when you're willing to put in the hard work and put in all that it takes to get where you want to go. When did you first start playing football?
In 7th grade.
7th grade. And did you realize pretty early on that this is something you wanted to continue to do?
Yeah, I love the sport. It was something I had a lot of fun doing. And, for me in the beginning stages, it wasn't about being the best player. It was about learning, growing, being a part of the team. And that was fine for the first couple of years. But once I got into my sophomore year, I kind of was, sick of that, not playing, not being on the field ever, being a 3rd string JV player, and, had to switch to figure out a way to how can I be, one of the best players out there.
Right. And so, I think being a person that played football myself, I love the sport, right? I love all that it's about. And, it's interesting because teamwork, I think sports and teamwork is a great model for life and business. And I think that you are, a good example of where you've been able to take your life and do some pretty crazy, incredible things, even despite your disability and the things that you had there. So, tell us a little bit more when you were on, you're on the field, you're working with these guys. That's a difficult thing. I can't even imagine, just being able to operate within that. But you were a long snapper, right?
Yes.
Right. So did you realize early on that you had to get a little more specialized because of where you were at?
I just realized that I wasn't good enough at the position I was at. And I wanted to figure out how can I get to where I want to go. And, most people don't strive to be long snappers. It's a position that if you get really good at, then you can have an opportunity. And I noticed that. And I found that opportunity and realized that if I got good enough at this position, it would lead to opportunities for me to play at the next level. Right.
Well, and see what I like about that, this is a perfect example in life and business. And that is, you discovered early on that you had to make adjustments. You had to move in a different direction in order to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, right? You couldn't just say, okay, well, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, the definition of insanity, and expect different results, right? You decided, if I want to be able to make it where I want to go and do some great things, I've got to make these adjustments. And that's when you moved into the long snapper role, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So how have you translated that into business? Because I think, you're doing some great things in the financial world, and we don't need to dive into all that, but just as far as your operational and how you look at what you do in business. Tell us how that's transferred and helped you be a better person there.
Yeah, look, I am of the opinion that success is a choice. You can choose to be successful, you can choose not to be. It's, what are your habits? What are your decisions? How disciplined are you? What are you doing every day to see that success? Are you working harder than everyone else? Are you working smarter than everyone else? Are you working more creatively than everyone else? Do you not worry about others' opinions and focus on what you want to do? And if you focus on those areas, then you'll see success. So many people, don't put in the time and effort, don't try and find new ways to grow their business, grow their brand, grow who they are. So many people are caught up in the opinions, thoughts, criticisms of other people, and because they're thinking of those all day, they're not willing to push themselves in certain areas. And I'm a strong believer that success is a choice.
Well, my goodness, you and I could not be more on the same page there. And this is something we discovered, I think, when we talked before, because I'm all about live the life you choose. And, we get to choose every day where we go, what we do. And that is what determines our path and whether we're successful or not. Those choices, it's one little choice at a time, one little habit at a time, one little thing that we do in our life that makes all the difference. Yeah. So my co-host of my Wednesday show always likes to joke around that, like on the Tonight Show, we say, so Aaron, when's your movie coming up? When do you have your book coming out? When's the story going to be on the big screen? Have you looked at writing a book or doing any things like that?
There's a lot of stuff that will be coming in the next few months and next year. Not too much I can, truly speak on right now, but there's a lot coming.
I didn't know if you had already put together a book or done anything along those lines. So we will be looking for that. And I want to make sure that you reconnect with me, or that you stay connected with me, and make sure to keep me updated on what's going on.
Absolutely.
I told you from the get-go, I love connecting with people, and I'm a lifelong connector. So you're stuck with me anyway. So you might as well just keep me updated. So growing up, tell us, you grew up, what part of the country did you grow up in? And what was your family life like when you were young?
Yeah. I grew up outside of Boston, Massachusetts, and, great family, great environment. They extremely helpful and supportive of my growth and developing me as who I am today, and wouldn't be where I am without, my parents, my sister, my mom, my dad, all of that. But, one of the biggest things was with my vision, some things, took longer for me to learn, or there were challenges in certain areas, and they would never just do things for me. It was always, push me to get to where I want to go. And so, I always give the example of, let's just say I, was a little kid and had trouble tying my shoes. They wouldn't just go and tie my shoes for me. They would rather, watch me struggle for 30 minutes and figure it out on my own, because that was the way I was going to develop the habits, the discipline, the hard work, within myself to, have to do that later on in life.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, that is exactly true. You've got to be able to develop the ability to overcome those challenges to get where you are. And so, okay, so for the viewers that have joined us here after you told your initial story, because that came right up front, I want you to tell everybody one more time.
Yeah.
You're a football player, okay, or you were a football player, but you're legally blind, and then take us from there.
Yeah. So, quick intro of me again. My name's Aaron Golub. I became the first legally blind Division I athlete to play in a game when I played football at Tulane University, was named a team captain, went on to become an NFL free agent, and now I'm an entrepreneur and a speaker.
So, and you went on to Tulane University and you became an NFL free agent. What team did you get to try out with?
So I did my pro day and I talked to a handful of different teams, there, talked to the Saints and the Rams a little bit and a couple others. But, for me, it wasn't moving, in the direction I completely wanted. It wasn't moving as quickly as I would have liked. And that's how it is as a long snapper. There's 32 teams, there's 32 long snappers. There's no backups like, other positions. And so I had other opportunities to go into the world of business entrepreneurship, and I could have potentially, bounced around between teams for a long time, like some guys do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I didn't want to, bounce around for a few years and set myself behind. And there were other passions and goals that I had.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just amazing you got to that point. And I just want everybody to hear that today. All of these obstacles and all of these reasons why Aaron could say, no, not going to do it. Too many challenges, too many problems in my life. I'm legally blind. I can't do what other people do. So I'm just not even going to try. But instead, you decided that you were going to try anyway. You decided you were going to adjust your path and make it work within what you were able to do, and you were able to overcome and then make it to Tulane University and be an NFL free agent. That's just an amazing story, Aaron. And now with your business and the financial business you're in and all that you're able to do, you're able to take all of that, like you said, making good choices, the overcomer spirit to move forward and do great things in your life. And you're very young, so you got a long life ahead of you. What are your big future goals you'd like to accomplish?
Yeah, for me, it's about fulfillment. It's about building incredible businesses that are doing, a lot of revenue, but more importantly, impacting others and helping people along the way. And that's the biggest thing. How can, you build fulfillment? You don't want to be the billionaire who's completely fat and out of shape and has no family relationships. You also don't want to be the person who, is in the best shape of their life, but has zero income or revenue coming to them. It's about a mix of everything. And, I don't think that you have to pick one or the other. I think that I can build, a business that does millions and millions of dollars a year. I think I can at the same time be in the best shape of my life, have incredible relationships with my family and friends, have a great mindset and mentality around things. It's not one or the other. It's the most successful people achieve success in all areas.
So you and I are a lot alike, that we had really good relationship with our parents and our family growing up. So we were really blessed to have that as a real stable foundation. What do you say to the person that doesn't have that stable foundation? There's a lot of people that are going through rocky things. They have to overcome that in their life to get where they're going. What do you say to that person?
Your past doesn't indicate your future. You can make a decision today to change that, whether it's your current family or your future family. You can, if it's your current family, reach out to them, try and build that connection, build that bond, heal whatever's going on. If it's your future family, then break the pattern, act differently, change how, you see things, your family sees things, your future family sees things. What you did in the past does not indicate your future. No matter how many times people tell you your past success indicates your future success or your past failures indicate your future, they have nothing to do with each other. You could be the biggest failure in the world, never accomplished anything in your life, have terrible relationships, and make a decision right here, right now to change that and go on to be one of the most successful people in the world. Your past does not indicate your future.
Well, I agree with that. I love that quote, and you are so right. You're getting a mic drop from Joseph this morning on that comment, because it's so true. We get to choose where we go. I always say life happens and then you choose. Life happens to you. I mean, yes, we cannot control the outside circumstances and environment around us. We cannot control what's happened to us in our body or whatever, but we get to choose where we go from there. You look at somebody like Joni Eareckson Tada that had no arms and legs, and she actually turned her life into an amazing, encouraging life for others. And just there's so many examples of people that have been able to overcome things that most people, man, they wouldn't even begin to overcome. So I just want everybody to take this today, this encouragement. Aaron is just an amazing young person, but he's also just like you and me. We all have the ability to move forward and not let our past dictate our future, not let the things that have happened to us change what we're all about. We can still be who we are and move forward and do amazing things. So Aaron, I'm just so excited about, are you still living in the same town that you grew up in and those things as well in Boston?
So I'm in Boston, Massachusetts, in the city.
Okay. Love that area. Grew up a huge Boston Celtic fan, and was able to get over to Boston and see the beautiful city. In fact, my wife and I, we were going through Boston along with other cities, and we didn't know really what we'd think about Boston. It was like our favorite spot on the East Coast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Great place. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So listen, I want you to let everybody know, what do you want people to remember about today? What do you want people to go away from this interview with And then also tell us how we get in touch with you.
Yeah. I think the biggest lesson you can take away from this and from my story is the concept of things in life happen for you and not to you. Most people have this belief that they're a victim, that life happens to them, that, because they have this challenge, this adversity, this obstacle, it's a punishment, or they're a victim, or whatever is going on. And that's just not the case. Things happen for you. I'm so thankful and so grateful and so blessed that I was born legally blind, because it's allowed me to do incredible things, meet amazing people, have experiences that I wouldn't have had if I wasn't legally blind, and I wouldn't change it if I could. And I think you just have to realize that the adversities, the challenges, the obstacles that you face are there for you for a reason, to learn, to grow, to get better. And when you can shift your perspective, shift your mindset about them, then anything becomes possible.
Well, that's exactly it. Shift your perspective, shift your mindset, and anything is possible. You're right. I love what you said. I actually have that quote in my book. Life happens for you, not to you. I don't know if you're a big Ed Milet fan, but I don't know if he came up with that quote or not, but that's where I got it from. Ed Milet says that all the time. Life happens for you, not to you. And it's true, because there's things happening, but really it all is for your benefit. It's like God using the sandpaper of life, right? Where we're being sanded and refined to be the best us we can be, right? And it is such an important thing. And mind shift is powerful. Yep, Joseph, you're right. And thank you for that. So listen, I want to thank you again so much for being here today. I am really looking forward to what your future holds. I'm really looking forward to staying connected with you and seeing what all is going to happen. And you just have really inspired me today. And I just want to thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. Okay, well, listen, hang on one sec, Aaron. I'm going to send you to the green room, and Definitely. I will be there after I wrap the show up. Hey, everybody. All right, well, I've got my sunny background here. It's a little bright this morning. The sun came out and just started shining after I got the show, but I wanted you to see the beautiful greenery here in Oregon. I am down in Corvallis, Oregon this morning at the Chamber of Commerce office, and they are great partners. I am part of the chamber in many cities around where I live, but Corvallis is amazing. Just want to give a shout out to Simon in the Corvallis Chamber. Simon is actually a past guest on Marketing with Russ, and he is doing incredible, great things here in Corvallis. And I want to thank again, Aaron, for being on today. We don't get opportunities like this very often to see people that have had to overcome so much in their life and then have done amazing things with it. So I'm just thankful. Aaron is just a great young man. So thankful to have him on today. Wanted to remind you, we're here every Monday and Thursday on Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, with great guests, great, amazing people who connect. It's 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Wanted to give you a couple other quick things as well. And once again, I want to thank our sponsors, the Aging Better Network. Christine Smith, you got to connect with her. She's amazing. All that'll be in the comments and the show notes. Also, the Alzheimer's Association. My mom, most of you know, my mama has Alzheimer's and is in late stage Alzheimer's. And I can't think of a better organization to support. Go to alz.org. You can donate. You can find out how you can help. They have the Walk to End Alzheimer's every year, and it'll be somewhere in your area. You can get involved with that. So please do that. And then I want to remind you that best way to get in touch with me, like I said before, is russhedge.com. That's russhedge.com. And please subscribe on YouTube. That has all the content from past shows, the 200 shows I did before this, and there's a couple special episodes on top of that. Because those don't actually count in the 200. Those are my weekly, daily shows. Every now and then I have special episodes as well. And then you also get alerted to upcoming shows. So appreciate the community that I've been able to build and grow with here on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and all the great social medias. And so I want to thank you all for being here today. One other thing, every Wednesday, got to tell you, every Wednesday we have the Experience Live with Russ and Scott. It is 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, but there's also the Experience Backstage that happens 6:30 a.m. on Instagram. And all these times are Pacific Daylight Times. 6:30 Pacific Daylight Time on Instagram is The Experience Backstage. Join us there. And then at 7, it's on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube, The Experience Live with Russ and Scott. Have amazing guests. And then we have the mastermind after that at 10:30. It's the Experience Mastermind based around live streaming. You can tell I love live streaming, and I would love for you guys to learn more. If you know everything about it already, then you can benefit from the community and what others are doing. It's a great place no matter where you are on that spectrum of live streaming. So just appreciate if you would look into that as well. And then don't forget, I'm the author of Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. It's a great book that will encourage you to live the life you choose. Just like Aaron said this morning, you get to choose the life you live. And so I want to encourage you to do that. So thanks again for being here today. If you have any questions, you can message me or email me and get in contact with me at russedge.com. And remember, this year I want to connect with 1,000 new people, truly connect. So if you want to be one of those, if we're not already connected, please go to russedge.com/contact. Connect with me, schedule time on my calendar, and I'll look forward to chatting with you. And until we see you again, have a great day and a great life. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.